federal judge who will start hearing arguments this afternoon on whether or not the jail should be taken over by the federal government. Several council members have toured the facility this week to get a first-hand look at the conditions inside. Yesterday, Council Member Farrell Lewis and Marjorie Velasquez visited the jail. Earlier this week, members of the Common Sense Caucus toured the facility, and they had this to say after their visit.
This dilapidated infrastructure there that was vulnerable, they were being converted into weapons. That's not happening anymore.
This facility is filled with 6,200 of the most violent criminals in the city of New York. Our corrections officers are doing the very, very best that they can.
Having somebody from Oklahoma tell New Yorkers what to do, I mean, that's just incompetence.
So meanwhile, the Department of Correction is facing another legal battle. The city's independent watchdog group, the Board of Correction, is suing over access to surveillance video from inside the jail. Henry Robinson spent 3 months locked up on Rikers Island and says the jail needs to close. And he's not alone. Henry joins us this morning along with Melanie Dominguez, the lead organizer of the Katal Center for Equity, Health, and Justice. So thanks to both of you for being here this morning.
Thank you so much for having us.
Yeah. Well, Henry, I want to start with you because you've been inside Rikers. And now you hear the correction commissioner saying that violent incidents, deaths are all down in Rikers. You heard the council members saying that they feel that there have been improvements. When you hear that, what are your thoughts about that?
Well, my thoughts on it is that I know that they may be being a little deceptive, being the fact that before this even occurred, this pandemic, all this stuff's happening, when I was there, this wasn't even happening, and it was bad then. And we was trying to, rally the people in the prison to actually, speak to the officers. We called 311 many different things. I did myself. We even ourselves, we had altercations with officers because they don't mind getting physical with you to enforce their word and their regulations, even if, they're in the wrong or not. You know what I'm saying? So
you're basically saying you have doubts that it's getting any better?
I doubt it's going to get better unless is some type of assistance coming from the receivership.
So we know that Rikers is slated to close, Melanie, and there's this whole idea of the federal receivership, whether or not it should take over. The mayor says, give us the chance to fix it. Has the city been given too many chances to move the jail in the right direction, and do you believe the federal receivership will make any kind of difference?
Yeah, absolutely. The city has been given many chances. These federal court hearings have been happening since November of last year. And up until this point, at a special conference that the federal judge Laura Taylor Swain convened in June, that's when it was the breaking point. It was like too many people had passed away under the Department of Corrections in New York City. And that's when the judge basically stated that she no longer believes that she no longer has faith that this administration is able to address the conditions that are unfolding at Rikers Island and open up the doors to allow the U.S. Attorney General and the Legal Aid Society to make their cases on federal receivership for today's special hearing.
Can you help some folks understand what a federal receivership could do that the city cannot do?
Absolutely. So a federal receivership, just to kind of give a little bit more context, is appointed by the federal court. So the judge will have a say on who the receiver is, and it's an independent body. One of the things that they can do is improve conditions at Rikers Island to save lives. They have the authority to fire and hire people to make sure that they're reforming the city jails right now. But to us, it is clear that the city and the mayor must take action in closing down Rikers, decarceration, and investing in our communities. That's always something that's going to remain under the control of the mayor. Yes. But until Rikers Island is shut down, we need the federal courts to appoint an independent receiver to improve conditions, because people are dying. 26 people have died since the mayor took office, and that is unacceptable. And that's evident that the conditions at Rikers Island are life-threatening.
Yeah, and more will die if nothing is changed.
Yeah, and you're fighting for transparency. Have you met with the commissioner at all?
Well, I haven't myself got to meet with the commissioner, but I plan on to, just because of my own personal experiences and just knowing that every voice count. Every voice count. Every person. It don't even matter if you've been to prison or not. The thing is that at any time, due to how the world is, ran, we could be taken I could be accused of something I didn't do. Like, you know, just me defending, if a person was next to me and I defended them, said, this person wasn't at there. He wasn't at that crime scene. He was with me. They'll take me too. Just because I said I was with this person. And even if it was just one person, a assailant, they'll take both of us. And you know that's wrong.
And to go to what you're saying about the transparency, they've kind of changed how they report the deaths right now, and so the public and media are not really fully aware of what's happening inside. But Melanie, we only have a short time left here. The hearings are getting away this afternoon at 2 p.m., but the decision may not come until sometime next year, right? So what can be done in the meantime?
I think right now what we're focusing our energy around is just organizing our city, making sure that more elected officials come out and support a receivership. As you know, Public Advocate Jumaane Williams introduced a resolution at City Hall. That resolution has now 17 co-sponsors, so 17 council members are supporting it. And we're going to be having a rally today ahead of the hearing at Foley Square at 1 p.m. to urge the courts to take immediate action, but to continue our demand to have the mayor shut down Rikers Island immediately, because we cannot wait any longer.
All right, Melanie, Henry, thanks so much for coming on.
Yes, thank you too. And can I say one thing? We would like to urge everyone to come down to Foley Square at 1 o'clock today, if it's possible, to help us in what we're doing and trying to make happen for individuals that can't do it for themselves and that are dying. Thank you and appreciate it.
Yeah, you see it all there on your screen.
Thank you both.
Thanks again.
7:50.